Hi guys, it's me, Anna. There we go, way better. Hi guys, it's me, Anna, and you are watching me at home. I am in my bedroom. Okay, you're wondering why I'm sitting on the floor probably. That's because right underneath of you is a really warm fireplace. Looks like this. Keeps me warm. It's making me feel fantastic. And since my toesies and everything are like right here trying to keep warm, that's why I'm sitting right here. And because you want to see another different view? Look at outside. It is snowing. And it's like snowing a lot. And it's been snowing for about 4 hours. And it never snows. Like I can't see the faraway mountains. There's snow blowing onto my front porch. It's really, really snowy. So I'm enjoying the snow, like the look of it and everything, but at the same time, that's really cold. Okay, gotta tell you the whole story. So today at midnight, I flew back from LA, which was rainy, so it's not like the weather was super great there either. But it was super rainy in LA, so I was dressed in this. And I took a midnight flight home, so it was an overnight flight. And so I get into Dallas at like 5 or 6 in the morning. And then I have to wait until 9 a.m. to take my flight to my hometown because they only have 4 flights a day. So you always have to wait a couple hours between layovers. So I kind of fall asleep in the airport, and I kind of sleep a little bit on the plane. I've had a couple hours of sleep today. We take off a little bit late from Dallas because they had to de-ice the plane because it's super cold even in Dallas, and they knew that we were flying into some snow, so they de-iced the plane so it's safer. Then we take off and we land in the airport where we're at, and it is literally like a blizzard amount of snow coming down. And there's only 4 flights a day out of this airport, but there is another airplane like grounded at this airport, which never happens. There's never 2 airplanes there at the same time because there's only 4 flights a day. So like you never see 2 airplanes, but the other airplane probably was supposed to take off this morning at 5 or 6 a.m. and just got delayed and then the ice and then the snow, and it was like just grounded. So the small airport has like 5 employees, and those 5 employees do everything. Like they check you in, they're the TSA screeners, they're the guys that like wheel the little ramp out to the small airplanes. They're probably this guy, the one that does the thing with the rods and stuff. They're probably the people that take the baggage off of the aircraft. So literally they do it all. They wear all these hats. So we had to wait forever for them to finish doing whatever they were doing with the other airplane. The airplane never took off, and I was probably at the airport an extra hour waiting for our luggage. And then they finally bring the luggage, and I'm able to get my luggage to go home. So then my assistant usually picks me up from the airport. Then I don't have parking fees. She lives in town, so it doesn't really, it doesn't take anything more for her to do it, right? So she was going to pick me up this morning, but she cannot get up to my house. Like she said, this morning she came up to the house so she could start work, and she could not get up the hill to the house. And she said she got stuck on the hill for a minute, and she felt like she was going to die, and it was awful. So she was like, I don't know how to get you home. So I ended up calling a friend who had like a 4-wheel drive car or an all-wheel drive car, and said, please, can you pick me up at the airport and get me home? So the airport in town is only like 20 minutes away from my house. Now I live out of town in a tiny little mini town, not in the city. And so you have to drive through the city, which isn't very big, and then to the little bitty town, and then up a mountain to get to my house. And so what happened is we're able to get in the car, and we're able to kind of drive through the city because there's like 1 lane plowed on the major road. Nowhere else, just on the major road. So we get kind of to the interstate, and we're able to go like 35 miles an hour on the interstate. Then we pull off and we go to the little highway that takes you to the town, and nothing's been plowed. So you're literally like just driving in about 4 or 5 inches of snow. So, and they don't, okay, so this is, I live in the Midwest. I don't live in the North Midwest. In the North Midwest, like in Iowa and Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, all those places, they understand snow. So they have salt that they put all over the ground to melt the snow. They have sand to put on to give you some extra traction. They have plows that go through all the time, so you have nice clean roads. I mean, they just know how to get it done. They have a budget for it because every year they're going to get them. Here, it never snows. Like ever. Like I think the last time it snowed a lot like this was several years ago. And they just close the entire city. Like they'll close the schools, they'll close churches, they'll close grocery stores. Like everything shuts down when you have snow. So there are no plows to like make this place easier. So we drive the tiny little highway to get to the mountain, the base of the mountain, and then we got to go up the mountain. And you know, if you've ever been on a mountain, there's like switchbacks, right? So you start driving up and you can't just drive up a straight road because like it would be too steep. So instead you drive these little switchbacks that go like this all the way up until you get to the top. And the switchbacks are so steep and so curvy that you can only go like 5 miles an hour. So we were afraid to go up that with the car because we were afraid we'd get to a curve and only be able to take it at like 2 or 3 miles an hour and then get stuck on the curve because then you don't have any traction, you can't oomph yourself up anymore. So we went through town, through the tiny little town, and if you go around about through the town and then up the back way, there's still some switchbacks, but they're a little smaller. One of them's really steep actually, but they're mostly just smaller switchbacks. So that's how I ended up getting home. And we were on like a whim and a prayer, or I don't know, how do you say that? But they, like, I didn't think we were going to make it up the hill. I did not think we were going to make it up the hill. So, interesting, not amazing story. But so my car is currently at the bottom of the hill. So, the car was attempted to drive the car to get it up the hill so that we could, to get somewhere. And you cannot go up the hill. Like, it is literally impossible to drive on this mountain. So after it gets into the street and we figure out that there's no way to get it up the hill, and we're on the top of the hill on the mountain, like we live on the top of the hill on the mountain. So I live on the top of the hill on the mountain. I can't get it up the rest of that little overhill. So I decide, okay, we got to turn it around and just turn it around and go back into the driveway and we'll figure it out later. But when we turn it around, of course, now you're going downhill, even a little bit, just like 20 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet maybe. 100 feet, I don't know, not very far, like one house away so that we can turn into the driveway and just be done. And can't stop going downhill. And like I said, on the hill, there's all these switchbacks. So they go back and forth and they're really steep and they take you all the way downhill. Well, of course, you start slipping and you can't turn, you can't stop. You literally are at the mercy of gravity until you run into something. So now my bumper is broken, my right light. I have scratches down the entire length of the left side, driver's side of the car, because I ran into the neighbor at the bottom of the street. I ran into his rocks and his gate and his front yard area. And if that wouldn't have been there, that rock and that gate, I would have went over the ditch and continued down the mountain, not on a road, like in the ditch. Oh, it would have been awful. So, yeah, I have a picture. Yeah, I have a picture to remember forever and to call the insurance company with. So, my wonderful, amazing LEXUS has a big old mess in it. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, you might not be able to see it, but there's my LEXUS, and it's got, like, the entire front bumper right there is completely destroyed. And then I can't see it on the picture, but the whole side is all scratched up. So, $1,000 deductible. I'm gonna have to get that fixed. So it's been kind of an odd day because of all the snow. But the honest truth is, it's freaking beautiful. Like, it's beautiful outside. Like, hold on. I want to put some shoes on, and just for a minute, take you outside so you can see. Okay, stay right there. Shoes. And maybe this sweatshirt. Yay. Okay. I'm putting on my slippers. I got slippers. Okay. I got my cute little silly slippers, but they have traction on them, so that's good. And I'm gonna put on my sweatshirt. I know I'm already wearing a long sleeve shirt, but we're gonna go outside for a second. So I'm gonna put on a sweatshirt. I bought this sweatshirt at the Dallas airport when I was freezing cold one day. And for some reason, I hate hooded sweatshirts because I hate like feeling constricted at the neck like this. So I tear a V in them and then they're more comfortable. And today, because it's cold, I get to look like a hoodlum. I gotta put the hat on and all like that. Maybe it'll keep some of the cold away. And now, let's go outside. Okay, stay right there. Let's open this up. Oh, it's gonna be cold. Oh, it's super cold. Oh my gosh, I walked outside and I can see my breath. Ah, you can see my breath. But look. Now it's almost sunny out. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Okay, look, if I turn around so I can look at it, you can like see the window behind me and all of it just like that. Look at how freaking beautiful it is. I mean, just look. It's so pretty. Apparently this is where we were bouncing around with the dog earlier, and there's little doggy prints right here because the doggies have been outside. Oh my gosh, the doggies have been outside. Look, okay, so this is how you know how many inches it has snowed. So it's a couple of inches, but everything is covered in snow. Oh my goodness, and some more than others. Like it's kind of like blown in different places. So, but yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So as awful as it is to have a car wreck, and as awful as it is to like be snowed in, and as awful as it was, it took an hour and 40 minutes to get from my airport to my house here on the mountain. And it's like a 20-minute drive. So it took an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, I gotta go inside, it's way too cold. Okay. There's snow everywhere. Okay, hold on. Okay. There we go. Snow everywhere. Now I gotta take them off. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll take them off and I'll put them right here next to the nice warm fire. There you go. Nice warm fire is gonna warm them up. I will put them by the nice warm fire. There you go. I put them by the nice warm fire to warm up. So now I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna keep this on for at least a minute so I can warm back up myself. And so I'm snowed in. So for lunch I made queso. I just made like a queso cheese dip. It's really easy. You use a pound of pork sausage, like Jimmy Dean sausage or whatever. And then you do a big container of Velveeta. And then you put in like Rotel tomatoes, and you pour those in to add a little bit of extra juice in the seasoning and stuff. Now I don't do it exactly like that. I use less because there's not many people to feed, and so I always do half of a serving. So I do half a pound of meat and a half of Velveeta, and then I never use the tomatoes in the Rotel tomatoes at all. I just use the juice because it gives it the flavor. And so I made that. And then I also put pork spare ribs in a crock pot. And I put it on high, and I put a whole bunch of barbecue sauce on top of them. So I'm pretty sure sometime this evening they'll be ready to eat. But I don't remember how long they have to cook. But you can tell when they're ready to go. You can tell when they're ready to go. I also have all the ingredients to make chili. So I might make chili too, just because those are kind of comfort foods when you're cold. Like you want chili, you want grilled cheese, you want tomato soup, you want chicken noodle soup, you want the stuff that's really warm and fun like that. So I might make some of that too. I don't, okay, I gotta answer that in a second. I don't cook a lot, so the ingredients are really easy, but at least I enjoy the process of it. So that's what's going on today, and this is what we call a snow day, or days, because who knows how long we might end up being stuck here. It's true. We could very possibly end up being stuck here a couple days, because we live in a tiny little town on the top of a freaking mountain. So I don't know when the snowplows are going to come up this street. Is it going to be sometime today? Is it going to be tomorrow? So, but it's okay because it's beautiful here. There's plenty of stuff here, and that's all we need. So, snow day. I might make a snow angel later. Yeah, I really might. If I do, I'll videotape it. I'll post it on Instagram. It'll be fun. Okay, I'll see you guys later, and I hope you like this vlog. It is super atypical to have snow of this magnitude on the ground where I live. So it's super fun to see. Absolutely fun to see. So I'm going to be a kid today and just enjoy it. And I hope you did too. Okay, take care. I'm on like 3 hours of sleep, so I might take a nap for an hour now because I'm a little tired. See you guys later. Mwah. Thanks so much for watching my vlogs, and I hope you loved the snow day. Bye. Oh my gosh, so I'm out in the snow and I'm gonna try to go sledding because you have to, because it's absolutely necessary. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna try. Oh crap, that was awesome. Oh, that was super sweet. That was cold too. Oh my goodness. So that's the sled. And we gotta make our way back up the hill. Hold on. That was awesome. That was like the best 20 seconds, you know, ever. Yeah, so this is the bottom of my kennel. That's the bottom of my kennel, and I'm using it as a sled because you have to improvise like MacGyver. I MacGyver things all the time. Look, there's like ice under the snow. So after I go down this about 3 or 4 more times, it's gonna be really, really fast. There's my sled. All right, let's do this again. That was so much fun, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, my hands are so cold. I gotta do a snow angel, holy crap. Put my thing on. Do I look angelic? Look at the perfectly unused snow. You gotta lay down. I'm making a snow angel. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is a perfect snow angel. For those of you who are always wondering if I'm a good girl or a bad girl, look, I'm an angel. Officially. It's official. I'm an angel. All right, time to go sledding some more. Gosh, doggies, did you see us? We were sledding. We were sledding. All right, hang on. I went sledding. It's official. Oh my goodness. My fingers are frozen. I'm totally, totally cold. I have gloves. I'm taking off. Hold on, let me see if I can get my phone couldn't even register that I was trying to turn them on. Because my fingers were frozen. Hang on. Oh, stay right there so I can get my glove off. So I had to improvise because I don't have sledding gear. So I use like my motorcycle gloves. Okay, hold on, I gotta put these down my pants or something for a minute. Warmest part of your body, right between the legs or under the arms. So I'm warming up my hands right now and playing with myself at the same time. Dual purpose here. Holy crap, that was fun. So I got dressed up in a whole bunch of gear, took a couple friends, and we live on the top of a mountain. So we just slid down the street sledding. I went down a couple of times, and then I made a snow angel, and it was super fun. And my hands are red. Okay, yes, not as red now. Whew. Not as red now. And my feet are actually amazingly dry because I'm wearing my my boots, my Harley Davidson leather boots. So my hat's a little bit wet because, oh, it feels so good. Now I'm like taking off my clothes and I actually get to feel the heat. Whereas I think before that I was literally just, yeah, I think my coat is drenched. Yeah, it's got snow all over because I was making snow angels, and now like all the snow is disintegrating into wetness. So I need to like figure out a way to just let it sit right here. My coat rack is way too tall. Well, I'll just hold it for a minute anyway. And then I have a sweatshirt under this and a t-shirt under that, and I've got 2 pairs of pants on, and so that's what I just finished doing. That's fun. Okay, so we didn't wait like normal human beings to have it be daylight out to do this. No, of course not. We wait until it's super dark. And so I had to improvise. I had to MacGyver a light out of my iPhone flashlight. I think you could really see me making the snow angel, so I can't wait to see how it edits. But when I went down on the sled, all you could see was like, I don't know, 4 feet in front of me or something like that. And then I spun around backwards and everything. It was really fun. So, oh, it's already starting to dry. Nice. I love fire. Like, it's really good at getting stuff dry and clean and everything really fast. Okay.